Welcome down here, up there, all my friends, everybody out there around the world. Lewis, welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. And folks, as crazy as the world seems, and she do seem crazy, it's comforting ever so often to be reminded that actions still have consequences. And even when those consequences are awful, it's nice to know you weren't crazy when you pointed out those consequences were careening down the highway toward all of us like a jackknife manure spreader. Case in point, for years, the GOP said nothing while the former president told over 30,000 verifiable lies. That's 20 lies a day. I don't always get in 20 steps a day. So no one should be surprised when that party is the party that produces newly elected Representative George Santos. Seen here asking, "Are you there, God? It's me, LL Cool J." We already knew Santos lied about attending Baruch College and being on the volleyball team, but recently, a radio clip that had surfaced from 2020 demonstrates just how much Santos loves spreading his lies. He does it with the real joie de vivre.
When I was in Baruch, we were the #1 volleyball.
Did you graduate from Baruch? Did you graduate from there?
Yeah.
So did I.
I did.
So did I.
Oh, very cool. So, great school, great institution, very liberal, but very good professors.
Oh, yeah. Great school, great professors. Dumbledore, McGonagall, the nutty. Santos continued to fabricate, telling a story with a sad, made-up ending.
We went to play against Harvard, Yale, and we slay them. We were champions across the entire Northeast corridor. Every school that came up against us, they were shaking at the time. Look, I sacrificed both my knees and got very nice knee replacements from HSS playing volleyball. That's how serious I took the game.
It's true. Doctors say one of the most dangerous sports is imaginary volleyball. But Santos, to play injured, to pretend to play injured, that's all heart. But Santos didn't stop with the BS and BS. In a recently unearthed 2020 podcast, Santos bragged about graduating from NYU with an MBA. If you want to learn more about his inspiring time in grad school, you can read his memoir, I Am Malala. Never get tired of those. I just never get tired of those jokes. Here's Santos's inspiring message on the show.
I put myself through college and got an MBA from NYU, and I have zero debt. It's hard work. You got to do it.
It is. It's a lot of hard work. You try getting a graduate degree with no knees. Hold on! I'm coming! I'm late for class! I'm coming! Stay. He ended the interview with a powerful message to the youth.
Nothing comes for free. Nothing in life is free. And the harder you work for something, the more you want it. And the more you want it, the more rewarding it is. I hate looking at youth today and seeing them sitting on their behinds and acting like, oh, this is so hard.
Yeah, you lazy youth. How many accomplishments did you make up today? 1, 2? George Santos tells 10 lies before breakfast. No, I'm mad. There you go. You think it's easy kiting checks and keeping track of which sport you pretended to play at which college you pretended to attend? No, but you got to dig down like George did so he could make his parents proud. His sweet, sweet parents, Rosa Parks and the Fiddler on the Roof. Both of whom, is this on? Both of whom were strangled by Hitler on the shores of Iwo Jima. Save the Maewa. Of course. Oh, is this mic upside down? Is the mic upside? It is. Mic's upside down. There you go. Hello. Hello? They love it when I do that up in the booth. Of course, in all of that, Santos was just emulating the former president, the leader of the GOP, who was defended repeatedly by his party and rewarded for all of his lies. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what Santos said after losing his first run for Congress. Here he is on January 5th of 2021 at a Stop the Steal rally.
They did to me what they did to Donald J. Trump. They stole my election.
And he knows stealing when he sees it because, and this is true, he made that speech in a scarf he stole from his roommates. So, it's a metaphor. This scarf is a metaphor for... So he says that on January 5th. January 6th, of course, there's a violent insurrection up at the Capitol. And since that day, the majority of Republican politicians in America have supported the former president's big lie all across this country, while simultaneously making it easier and easier to get guns without a license, which is why, logically, all of that would have this consequence. Yesterday in New Mexico, a former 2022 Republican candidate who believes his election was stolen was arrested in shootings at Democrats' homes. His name is Solomon Pena, seen here being taken into custody by Ben Affleck and that guy from Reno 911. Keep in mind, thank you for your service. Keep in mind, Pena claims his race was stolen by the incumbent Democrat, even though he lost by 48 points. That's a pretty decisive win. Those are the kind of numbers you see usually only when the Kansas City Chiefs go up against the Golden Girls. Police say, thank you. Police say Pena hired 4 men to attack the Democrats, and he sent them text messages with addresses where he wanted them to shoot up the homes, making him the plot's mastermind, because nothing says mastermind like leaving an incandescent trail of digital evidence. I am texting you all the details of the illegal crime we are criming. Also, what's your Venmo? I'll pay you with a memo. Crazy face explosion. Now on 3, everyone lick their fingers and put their thumbs on the gun. I don't know. Turns out, no surprise, Pena was a January 6th attendee and had been convicted of felonies that include burglary, larceny, receiving stolen property, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. So evidently, at this point, no one is vetting GOP candidates for office. I look forward to 2024 presidential nominee Buffalo Bill. You know his slogan, it puts the ballot in the box. Of course, to get... Of course, to get that nomination, Buffalo Bill is going to have to beat a host of other GOP crazy candidates. For instance, Florida governor and kid watching mom and dad bring home his new baby brother, Ron DeSantis. In recent polls of GOP voters, DeSantis has a lead over the former president, but he is missing one thing. Insiders say that for all of his smarts and shrewdness, he lacks charm. Oh, come on! You're telling me this man lacks charm? He's got the smooth style of a non-playable character in a PlayStation 2 game. Hey. Get out of my bank with your skateboard, Tony Hawk. Apparently, DeSantis is turning off Republican donors because he has an aversion to schmoozing. As one Florida political leader described the feelings donors have when they actually meet the candidate, Ron is at his best on paper. Then you meet him and you say, oh my gosh. It's true. DeSantis is best on paper, specifically that roll by the toilet. In lighter news, you folder? Crumple? Oh boy. In lighter news, the Taliban. They've been making headlines this week after they started buying blue check marks on Twitter. That is not good. I don't want that. Now Twitter might be full of awful men saying terrible things about women. So far, So far, at least 2 Taliban leaders have taken Elon Musk up on his offer to pay $8 a month for verification, including the head of the Taliban's Department for Access to Information. You know their motto, no. Now, if you think giving a terrorist organization official status on Twitter is a little shady, you're not alone. There was a huge backlash leading to the Twitter verified checkmarks bought by the Taliban being removed. Well, great. Now we won't know if they're really the ones sending the awful tweets. A woman's place is in the home, obedient to her husband. Is that the Taliban? Oh, that's Sam Alito. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Jesse Eisenberg and comedian Atsuko Okatsuka. But when we come back,